Hi Leo, how are we today? I'm just doing our weekly readings. This week we are doing, a look at the positive and the negative energies around you. Okay, so we will be using, I've got the Terra Lenormand here for the positive energies. When we're looking at the more negative energies around you, we do have the Red Hand Lenormand. I also do have with me the Soul's Journey lesson cards, as well as a brand new deck, the True Love Oracle. Okay, this is a gorgeous new deck. I'm very excited to be using it. So I dare say you'll be seeing it in the All Signs this weekend as well. But we'll sort of get straight on into it for you, Leo, and have a look at, what are the positive energies around Leo at this time. Positive energies around Leo, please. Okay. I'm just going to get one to clarify that. I'm pretty sure it's a little straightforward message, but I just want to get a clarifier on that as well. Can I please clarify the positive energy around Leo, please? Okay, yep. All right, I'll grab out the negative as well, just to see if we're going to see some follow through or not. Okay. Negative energies around Leo at this time. Negative energies around Leo. Getting pretty straightforward sort of messages for you today, Leo. Okay, so with the positive energy around you, anyone that has sort of watched any of my videos and has seen this card pop up may instinctively be drawn to the idea that this is a negative card, but we are seeing it in the positive energy for you. And like I said, it is sort of a flow through sort of message here, but we do have the whip coming through. Okay, so generally that talks about trouble and tension, some sort of drama, that you have faced. I'm saying faced because the next card we do have is the Tower, and that's clearly sort of letting us know that this is trouble from the past. Okay, so trouble, something that has troubled you, caused you a lot of tension, some sort of fighting even, from the past. We are definitely seeing the past coming through. That's pretty much all I'm getting with that Tower for you today, Leo, is that this is, trouble in the past. And what we're sort of seeing next is the ship. So we're moving away from that trouble. Okay, so something that has been troubling you, that has troubled you in the past. I do feel for a lot of you this is a specific thing, and you'll probably know what your main trouble from the past is. That some tension that you've been involved in the past, and you're clearly, you've steered your ship in another direction, and you're ready to go on brand new adventures and move on from that completely. So we are definitely seeing that, this ship card is coming through as Leo putting distance between that past energy and moving on, focusing on the forward movement of that ship, and really starting brand new adventures, new travels, new journeys within yourself. Really putting that past energy to bed, and not allowing it to affect you anymore and stop you on your journey. Okay, and when I've clarified that, it has been clarified with the moon. So the moon really does talk about your emotional self. So we are seeing that this is some sort of emotional trouble that you have experienced in the past. I am getting drawn to the idea for a lot of you that this has got to do with a past connection. Okay, so a past relationship for a lot of you there, with that moon, hitting so close to your emotional side, and you really clearly putting that in the past, and moving forwards from that, starting new adventures, and not allowing the past to hold you back anymore, emotionally. Okay, so we are seeing a big emotional shift coming through, as a positive for you this week, Leo, that you are really shifting your emotions into that forward movement, into the brand new journeys, into the new, putting distance in the past emotions, and really starting new emotions, and new journeys within emotion for yourself. So definitely coming through as a positive message, even though we are seeing that trouble in the past. It's just sort of, a descriptive word rather than actual energy there. It's now energy that's sort of gone, forgotten. You're moving on from that. Okay. And so the interesting thing that we're seeing here with the negative energy is that the first card, you guys are throwing me out this week, Leo, because, that in the positive energy, the first card we're seeing is a more negative card. And then in the negative energy, the first card we're seeing is a positive card. Okay. So we do have the heart here as the first card coming through as a negative. So it really does feel as though, that as a negative energy, it does sort of let us know that, there is still this part of you that is holding on to that emotion. It has affected you in some way. It has changed the way that you look at love, changed the way that you deal with love and approach love. You may be struggling a little bit with, self-love, I feel, and knowing that you have that unconditional love for yourself. That may be a little bit of a struggle for you this week, that unconditional love for yourself. So love is coming through as a bit of a negative, and holding things too close to your heart. Don't allow yourself to hold this past stuff too close to your heart anymore, because we are definitely seeing that, you are in this positive forward movement and able to move forward from heartbreak. Okay, so the actual heartbreak, there may still be, a little part of you that is still holding on to that pain. Okay, so I am feeling that for some of you that there is still that tendency to feel the hurt rather than allowing yourself to keep reminding yourself we're moving on from that. That's in the past. That's over and done with. Okay, so don't allow yourself to hold that close to your heart anymore, because we're clearly seeing that you are in this positive shift away from that. But I do feel for others of you, this is talking about the way that we're approaching love going forward. Okay, and it's coming through as a bit of a negative with these next two cards, because we do have the goat as well as the fox energy. Okay, so that kind of lets us know that the way that you're looking at love, you're kind of rebelling against love. The goat really is a very sort of rebellious type energy, and feeling as though that you are held, like, tied to addictions from the past and those sorts of things, like obsession, that sort of stuff. I do feel as though, the goat can talk about, you still having a little bit of obsession, even though it's not actually trouble that you're holding on to anymore. You may just be so sort of used to that heartbreak that it's become a little bit of obsession for you, Leo, to hold on to that heartbreak, and that's why you are still sort of struggling to let go a little bit, and you are rebelling against love in some way here. I do feel as though that main message coming through is that, this is you, Leo, sort of being a bit of that goat butting heads energy, and you're kind of butting your head against the idea of love, and butting your head against the idea of wanting love or needing love, and the idea of love in general, that you are kind of rebelling against that and sort of butting your head against the wall a little bit when it's comes to the idea of love. You feel as though no, even though it does feel as though that's in conflict to your true self. Especially too with the fox energy. Okay, the fox energy is a very independent energy. Okay, and it is a very guarded energy. It can be like a car salesman type energy, where it's saying what you think people want to hear. But with these cards here, and you rebelling against things, and it's kind of letting us know that you are kind of rebelling against letting people too close, I feel, Leo, and you're kind of telling people what you think they want to hear rather than the truth of how you actually do feel. Okay, so I do feel that with that there, you're feeling like it's clever for you, that you need to hold yourself at a distance from people, that you need to be very independent and whatnot. But that coming through as a negative is showing us that that's not serving your highest good at this time. What you actually do need is to revel in the love and revel in support that is around you. I do feel that with that coming through, you may be rebelling against that unconditional love from a family, friends type energy, and you're kind of rebelling against that, kind of going, I'm fine. I don't need any help. I don't need your support. But you kind of do. You think that you're trying to be very independent, but by telling people I'm fine, but really that's kind of a bit of a mask that you need to sort of be aware you may be putting on at the moment, Leo, and you are kind of actually, needing that support, and it's okay for you to have that support. You don't have to be this person standing off by yourself, not receiving any love and support from others. It's okay for everyone. Everyone needs support and love at some stages, and it's perfectly okay to ask for help, and you don't need to be this island all on your own. Okay, Leo. So that's what we're sort of getting for your negative aspects this week, that you may actually be sort of trying to push people away a little bit from supporting you, because you feel as though you do need to sort of stand strong on your own, but that's sort of not the case. That's actually holding you back a little bit from being able to emotionally move forward. That if you do need some support this week, that it's perfectly fine for you to actually have that support and not be so independent, Leo, which it's a very hard energy, okay, because the fox energy, it is that sort of it can be that player type energy. Not saying that you are that player energy, Leo, although you may identify with that as well, but it's kind of that energy of you know spreading yourself thin, and not showing your full vulnerabilities, and your full need for support, to any one person in particular. So it's kind of advising you to do the opposite, that you don't need to do that you don't need to hold yourself back from receiving love and support from others, okay? Especially too if it's that scenario where there is one particular person that they want to be there and love and support you, but you're kind of pushing them away a little bit with that goat and fox energy. You're kind of going, no, I can do it all by myself. I can do it all by myself. But we are sort of feeling the energy there that that's coming through as a negative, and that's actually holding you back a little bit from fully moving forward. Okay, but I'll have a look at the oracle and see what they want to add for you there, Leo. Okay. Advice for Leo with the negative energy around them, please. Okay, so firstly, Leo, we do see grief. Okay, so that does, that definitely could be linking with that heart card there, and whatnot. But it does say, I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. All right, so there's a part of you that's trying to hold on to this trouble, this whatever this is that's caused you trouble and tension in the past, that you're ready to let go and move on from. You are sort of still feeling a loss from that. Okay, so you are sort of feeling that there's something that's been lost. Even though it only caused you trouble and grief, it feels there that, but it's really an opportunity for you to appreciate that, and appreciate this love and support that is around you, and that you don't actually have to do everything all by yourself, Leo. We also have empathy. Okay, so I feel like for a lot of you, Leo, this is having more empathy for yourself to start with. Okay, but it does say, I am open to seeing both sides of a situation. So I do feel as though this is once again talking about that fox energy, where you're holding yourself back and holding yourself very independent, but there's somebody who is trying to show you empathy, and you're kind of pushing that away a little bit. So stop and have a look at their their side of the situation, because I do feel just intuitively there, Leo, that if situation was reversed and it was them needing your support, that you of course would be the first one to jump in and be supportive of them. So why are you stopping them from doing that for you? Okay, so I know that may come across a little bit confronting, but that I feel as though that may be a way for you to understand that looking at it from the other side of the situation, that this person just wants to support you and love you, the way that you have supported and loved them. Okay, so I do feel for a lot of you there is somebody there who is, I'm really getting the vibe that it may be a family member for a lot of you, but it could also be, a close friend. There is somebody in your energy that really wants to love and support you, and you've probably been there for this person as well. So see it from the other side of the coin, that it's kind of like, they're probably thinking, oh, Leo has been so supportive of me in the past. I want to be able to return the favor, but here's Leo not letting them. Okay, so it's kind of seeing it from their side of the situation where you are sort of holding them back, and that will actually affect your connection with this person in a negative way if you are not allowing them that close. They'll be thinking, oh, am I not as close with Leo as I thought I was? Maybe, and then they'll start questioning the connection. Which I feel just intuitively you don't want that, Leo, and you do maybe need to allow this person to love you, just for their benefit rather than your own. You may be totally fine all by yourself, but sometimes we do need to allow people a little bit closer to us and feel as though they're helping us, sometimes for their benefit more than our own, and to actually just to increase the connection, to make them feel as though they're useful to the connection and that you need them as much as they need you. Okay, so I feel as though that may be relevant for a couple of you there, Leo, that this particular person, may actually, feel that they need to see that you need them as much as they need you, Leo. So just be aware of that, okay? But we'll have a look at the True Love Oracle for you. Okay, Leo and the positive energy around Leo. Okay, so we did have one fly out there, which was the forgiveness card. Okay, so forgiving yourself first and foremost, Leo, forgiving this past energy, whatever has caused you grief in the past, you are now able to, move on forward from that. Forgive yourself for having any part of that. Even if you are totally innocent in that situation, it's still one of those things where you need to forgive yourself for putting up with that or whatever, but it does say on here, I forgive myself. I am forgiven. Okay, so finding forgiveness within yourself for yourself, Leo. There may be somebody coming towards you asking for your forgiveness. I do feel that you may be someone may be asking for your forgiveness and you sort of needing to decide, hang on, do I need to forgive this person or not? So that may be relevant for a couple of you, but forgiveness being important for you this week, as a positive, okay? But so I do feel that for majority of you, this is, forgiving yourself for the emotions that you have felt in regard to past grief and past trouble. All right. And then we do have, this is where I feel that ship is leading you. We do have serendipity. Okay, so you can even see here there is a boat here with a figure, rowing their little boat along this beautiful river with all these, animals watching and sun shining in the background there. We even have, that's actually an angel coming from the heavens over here as well. So a lot of peace, sailing straight towards peaceful emotions within yourself, that sense of serendipity and that things are working out how they're supposed to. The way that, we do see a lot of protection up here with that angel as well. So things definitely are, working out how they need to for you, Leo. And these waters are calm. The ship that you're sort of sailing into, the seas are calm from here on out, okay? Things are calming down and you're going to be finding a lot of peace along the journey, okay? So starting these new journey with that sense of peace and of, everything is working out and everything will be working out how I need it to. Everything will work out how I wish for it to turn out. I'm going to see, those brighter days ahead. It's going to be beautiful. Okay, so that's what we have for you today, Leo. All in all, a lovely reading for you there. You're more than welcome to check your other placements, of course, but hopefully I'll see you all again soon.